talks about life. Scene Ben, take 3.
So moving on from Hard Sun.
Yes. 30 minutes of just Hard Sun.
So you've been busy lately on a number of fronts. You recently got married.
Yeah.
You recently moved.
Yeah. Bought a place.
You just came out with a movie.
Yeah.
That you and your wife produced.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a whirlwind. The Funhouse Massacre was the movie, and we wrote it the year we were getting married. We'd finished a draft right before everything got crazy with our wedding, and while we were on our honeymoon, Renee was like, "We gotta finish that script and get it out there for Halloween so people can read it." And I'm like, "Yeah." We get back, we do a couple tweaks on it. I happened to write on Facebook, super excited to finish the 3rd draft of our new horror comedy or something like that.
I saw that post.
Yeah, just something, and I don't do that to brag, I do that to keep myself accountable. So it's like, now that I put that out there in the ether, people know I have to keep working on it, because now people are aware of it. And the guy who ended up directing it shot me a text and was like, "What's the budget and what's the pitch of this?" And I called him, I told him, he was like, "How soon can you send it to me?" I was like, "Now?" And within a month, we'd done another draft of it, and it had been optioned right before Thanksgiving. It sold January 13th of last year, so 2015. And then we were in pre-production and shooting it by March and through April 20th. And then it was in AMC Select Theaters by November 13th of last year. So the turnaround of that was this weird lightning pace that probably will never happen again. But it was a crazy ride, and the way we got away with it is they liked the script, and we were like, well, since we didn't have anything to lose, we were like, well, you can't have it unless Renee and I play the two characters we wrote for ourselves.
Pulled a Rocky on them.
Yeah, we were like, you can't have it unless and they were cool about it. They were like, yeah, absolutely, that's how we want it. We want us to be friends working on a movie together. And we went to Ohio, Middletown, Ohio, and we shot at this haunted house that's an actual haunted theme park called Land of Illusion. So we just had to change a few things here and there, but we got Robert Englund in it, Jerry Burns, all these great actors to then kill off. And it was the most fun thing I've ever done, because it was just crazy to see all these people there working for your film. And like, I had to keep reminding myself that we wrote it when we were on set, because it just felt like we were doing a movie, because we weren't on set as writers, we were on set as actors. And then if they needed any tweaks, we could help out. But for the most part, we just went as actors. It was a wild ride. It was completely crazy. So I got to shoot guns. That was pretty great. I got a big hand
You have that
cannon.
one scene at the end with the shotgun.
Yeah.
That's like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
no spoilers, but it's my Michael Bay shot.
Right. Yeah.
When
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. When the director showed me that, he was like, "You want to see the coolest you'll ever look on film?" And I was like, "Damn it, you're right. That is the coolest I will ever look." It was fun. I got to play Deputy William Doyle.
Deputy
Kind of the
Doyle.
bumbling deputy who becomes a hero by the end, who becomes a badass. He's an action hero in his own mind. He's just not any good at it. It was fun.
No, it was a really fun movie. I recommend it. Go see Funhouse Massacre.
Do it. It's coming out on DVD sometime soon. I don't know when. I haven't told me. But it's a wild ride. It was the first time that we thought, oh wait, we can, because I'd written a ton of stuff before, but it just stayed on a hard drive somewhere and I never showed it to anybody. So since then, I've gotten a little bit more bold in writing more stuff. I've written 4 things since then, and I've been sending it out to people, and various things are in the works, but I'm learning that it's going to be slower than that process. That was just a fluke occurrence that it happened so fast. So now I'm just learning patience after being spoiled with this very quick turnaround. Now I'm learning, it takes you almost as long to read my script as it took us to be in pre-production for our last one.
Yeah.
So it's patience. It's all patience.
And then you're also on Supergirl.
That's one of those things where it was really exciting, but also kind of a gut punch a little bit, because I was a top-of-show guest star that was supposed to recur. I had 4 scenes, a big speech to the whole cast, and then by the time the episode came out, because they had so many other awesome plot lines, the 2 little misogynistic male characters in the office weren't as necessary, so we got cut down to 1 line. But it was still awesome to be on the show and work with everybody, and they were all such a great cast. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't bummed that I'm not recurring on it or still working with them, because they were so much fun. But that's kind of the thing you learn in this industry, is you can't really, it's like, you can't cash the check until, I don't know what the metaphor is, but you never never
count your eggs before that.
Never count your eggs before they're hatched. Yeah, because you can never assume. Because I was totally like, man, I'm gonna be in like 8 episodes of the first season, and then it's like, or I'll have 1 line, and you blink and you don't remember I was in it. But it doesn't defeat the fact that I still booked a top of show guest star on a major pilot, and it was a big win. So you just have to start putting things into perspective that your career isn't gonna go as you planned. It's not gonna. That's what I always tell when alumni come out here and want advice and stuff. I'm like, don't have a 5-year plan. Have a life plan. Like, you're here for the long haul. You have a 5-year plan. You're never gonna reach where you wanted to be, so you're gonna bail. It's basically, if you have a 5-year plan, it's a 5-year to when you move back, is what it is. Because I've been out here 10 years. Am I where I thought I was? No. But am I at a good place? Yes. So we have these ideas of our career that are ever changing, and you just have to take every little victory as a big win, no matter how small it is. That's how I feel. There's one other thing that I think is important with creative people is that you don't only focus on your career. There's nothing more boring than an actor that just acts or a writer that just writes. And I think that what I've learned in the last few years of my life, once I got married and once I started focusing on my life and making my life a good thing and something that I'm nurturing just as much as my career has actually started taking off more, because I wasn't just banging on the door of Hollywood like, come on, let me in. Now I'm like, well, I got good things going on over here. I have an amazing life. I have amazing friends. I have my family. I have nieces and nephews that I can go hang out with. I have other things going on. So now it's kind of like Hollywood's like, oh, wait, okay, maybe we can talk now. And I think that it's important to nurture yourself as a human being just as much as you do an artist, because you're only as good as your life experiences and the people you surround yourself with. So the more positivity and the more love and just everything is a piece to the puzzle. So you can't just be an artist. You can't just always talk about your auditions or the next script you're working on. You have to be a human being first, and then that informs your art. That's all I forgot to bring that up.
No, that's excellent point.
Thank you.
Ben Begley, everybody. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
This is cool. I like the hair too.
Well, thank you.
I'm jealous of it.
This is my artist hair.
Mine just grows up like a poof. I can't do that. I really wish I could.
Yeah.
I could do much more like westerns and stuff if I had that.